want to talk a little more about salads, specifically saving money when you're making your salads. We already talked about two methods of saving money by eliminating waste. Now this is a very important issue. In 2014, the Food and Drug Administration did a survey. Their data indicated that Americans throw away 25% of the produce that they buy. That's a huge chunk. Now one thing that we talked about was having all of your vegetables in one bin so that when you take them out, you can monitor them, keep track of them, use up what you need to use up, maybe put something in the freezer, or if you have a device, you can always dehydrate them. I want to talk more about the bin. This bin may be bigger than the amount of space you want to dedicate to vegetables, but just find any size bin that works for you. I use a dish drainer. I have taken the bottom and just flattened it, and then I use an old pillowcase. I have found that they're very easy to find in thrift stores or garage sales. I just slip it over the whole bin. It keeps everything together and it's very easy to wash when it's needed. I just throw it in the machine. Now the second thing we talked about was wrapping your vegetables in towels to keep them away from the plastic bag. This slows the rotting process, which is different, by the way, than the bags you can buy. These are meant to remove ethylene, which is very important in the ripening process, and extend the life of your vegetables. These do work well, but if you don't want to buy these, it really helps to wrap your vegetables. Now I want to show you an example. At first glance, you may not think that this is supposedly the good example. This is cilantro. This was exactly the way it came. I left it in the bag closed up for an entire week. This was wrapped in the towels. Now, even though it looks wrinkled and shriveled because it has dehydrated, if you would taste this, you would find out it's still juicy. It's perfectly usable for any cooking, salads, or smoothies. This one, however, is started to rot, and my only choice is to just throw it away. Well, now let's talk about saving money by making your own salad. Don't get me wrong, bag salads are something that we use almost every week. They are so easy to use, and if you're trying to increase the vegetables that you are consuming in your diet, they're very easy and not really expensive. An average bag salad right now I could buy for $1.19. That's very cheap. But I wanted to evaluate the cost of that salad. So what I had to do is take the salad, it took me about an hour, and I divided into every single piece. What I found out was 75% of the salad is iceberg lettuce, 15% is shredded carrots, and 10% is shredded red cabbage. So I did this figuring out by weighing everything. It's a much more accurate method than just volume. So I bought the individual elements and made them. What I found out was it cost me about 90 cents for the lettuce. If I shredded it myself, it was 50 cents. It cost me 17 cents for the carrots, and I could do that for 5 cents. And the cabbage, it cost 12 cents, and I could do that for 6 cents. So in other words, if you make it yourself, you can practically save about 50% of the cost. It also has the advantage, if you haven't had it shredded, you have the whole volume in your bin, it will keep longer than the bag salad. But the money is not the only cost. A very important cost is how much time you save. and if you actually do it. Now, you need to shred the carrots. I am not a big fan of graters because I usually find it grates my skin way too much and I don't want blood in my salad. This is a microplane, really nice thing, but boy can I cut myself on this one. What's really important is that you have a stable way of holding your device, which is why I found my pressure cooker is really stable. And I found this lovely little set at America's biggest retailer. It has a lot of different devices in there. It has a salad spinner and a grater, and you can even mix cake and whipped cream on it. But the reason I like it is that this fits perfectly in my pressure cooker. And this is, as I said, very stable. So it has a nice slicer that fits in there, again, nice and stable. So I found out that basically one small carrot is what's in that salad. 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. That was about the percentage. Little purple cabbage only takes 5 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Now I don't like actually shredding the lettuce because I like exactly the way the box salads come. So I will take my lettuce and cut it. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. So, in less than 30 seconds, I can make the whole salad. I add another 30 seconds for the time I had already spent previously just washing the vegetables. So, total, you have to buy the vegetables, but then you had to buy the salad too, the bag. In a minute, you can save 50 cents on your salad. This is the most inexpensive salad, the basic garden salad. The fancier ones, you can save even more on these. So, as I said, I love those bag salads. I do use them, although ever since the time I took all the pieces apart and actually evaluated that I could make it at half the cost, I'm not buying so many bag salads anymore. Plus the fact is that I like a lot more in my salad anyway. I love kale and spinach and radishes, avocado, walnuts, celery, cucumbers. It makes a much better salad when you have more things in it, and it really takes very little time. So I'm not telling you you have to make your own salads and that you can't buy those bags. Whatever it takes for you to include more fresh fruits and vegetables into your diet,